Come with me to a graphic recording gig here in Oregon. In the weeks leading up to the event, I create a color palette using the markers that I actually use on site and then create a digital version for the client to approve. Once everything's set, it's time to pick up supplies. Where I live, there's only 2 stores that sell 40x60 foam core, and I cleaned out inventory from both places. I also picked up some small gifts for the organizers at our local artist market. My last step is to print out the logo labels, pack up my supplies, and head out. Corvallis is about 3 hours away from where I live, and as you can see, it's really smoky with all the wildfires right now. The drive was beautiful and uneventful, and I made it to the hotel 2 hours before the event started. This event is on the campus of Oregon State University, and I was so grateful that the hotel was right across the street, just a couple minutes away. This became important when I started unpacking and realized that my easels did not include the trays. Normally there's a tray that sits between these 2 screws, and this is what the foam board sits on, and that's how I do my work, so I have to figure out something new and fast. Thankfully, there was a Michael's just 10 minutes away that had 2 easels in stock, and so I ran over there to go pick those up. And I made it back to the university and got all set up with 30 minutes to spare before people started showing up. And this is exactly why I show up 1 to 2 hours early before an event. Sometimes things just go wrong and you have to have time to address them. The opening session went great, and I'm really proud of how my graphic recording board turned out. And that was a wrap for day 1. I walked back to the hotel, this time with a mask because the AQI was over 160, which is really unhealthy, and was in bed and ready to sleep by 8:45 p.m. For day 2, we're in a smaller conference room, so I arrived an hour before breakfast to start prepping titles. Soon after, everyone arrived and it was time to kick off the day. In total, I did 4 sessions and 2 wisdom walls. Graphic recording is always a hit with the attendees. They love watching the notes visually unfold over time, they love taking pictures and sharing it with their peers, and they're a great conversation starter during breaks. When my sessions are over, it's time for me to find great lighting, photograph the boards, and then be on my way home. But before I do that, I wanted to experience a little bit of Corvallis, so I stopped at a local coffee shop to get an iced chai for the road. It was a pretty smoky drive home, but it actually started clearing up the closer I got to Bend. Once I'm home, I clean up the digital images in Photoshop and send the client the final files.